Good afternoon. It's about almost 6 o'clock. As we told you earlier, we had a road walk into SEIAD Valley. We arrived there around 1:30. It is blazing hot. It's probably well in the 90s. And the climb out of SEIAD Valley is 12 miles and climbs close to 6,000 feet. So we didn't want to do that at the end of the day. So we stayed, there's a campground or RV park there right by the store. Literally the town is just the store and a little restaurant attached and a post office attached to that. Grabbed our boxes, did all the box thing. We did mail ahead a box of extras that we had to Ashland, where we're staying with Allison, some friends of some friends from Grand Rapids. And they're gonna pick us up in Ashland, which is our next stop. Arrived about 1:30, did our thing, and we went to the RV park. For $20, they provided some internet, showers, and coolness. So we stayed there until just now when we started going up again. We're gonna travel about 1.6 miles and find a place to camp and start our big climb tomorrow morning, probably around 5 o'clock, 4:30. So we get some cooler weather. And apparently there's lots of blowdowns and things too, so it may be more difficult to make miles as well. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll probably catch you at camp. Good morning. Got an early start this morning. Woke up at about 5 o'clock. Quickly packed things up. Speedy half an hour to get things all packed up. Had a little snack, and we're headed up our 12-mile, about 6,000 foot climb. And the nice thing about that is we get to see a beautiful sunrise. So that's always nice. Probably stop for breakfast after a couple hours of walking when we find some water. So keep you updated down the trail.
So this is our water situation right now. We've got a pipe coming out of the ground, and there's a little bit of a dribble, if you can see it. And we're slowly filling up our 3 liters, which we'll then put into our carrying cases and move down the trail for another 5 miles. We're going to enjoy breakfast.
Up the trail.
Yeah, up the trail. We're going to enjoy breakfast from here. Bit of coffee, bit of cereal, and then get going. So we've made it. Most of the climb is up. Now it's sort of subtle ups, but this is what it looks like when you're at the top up here. And I don't know if you can tell. I'll pan over to the left. And you can see along the edge, just below the top of the mountain, you can see a faint line.
You can zoom in on it.
And we're going to go over there. Let me see if I can zoom in. And then you can see just a little bit, and then we'll be going over that saddle right about there.
Beautiful wildflowers on this hill. Yellow and purple and red. It's really pretty.
I'll take off my hoodie. We have now climbed a total for the day about 7,000 feet of elevation. We're looking to the background. If I can see, I think maybe you can see, if I pan over here, you could probably see the last of Mount Shasta. This is a high point. We've got another 30 miles and then we're into the Oregon border. So we'll be able to see that tomorrow. And we got another about 4 more miles and we'll have done our 20 for the day. It was a big day, a hot day, and a dry day. See you on the trail.
So Pierre and I both have an extra 3 liters of water plus our 2 liters each because we have a dry camp tonight. So this is what a backpack looks fully loaded.
Today is border day. We have about 10 miles and we'll get to the Oregon-California border. It's not a big deal really for us because we've only been hiking for about 250 miles. But if you've started from Mexico, this is a big day. This is 1,800 miles. Now you're done at one state. You just have 2 states left. We've torn down camp. We're just getting ready for breakfast. The pot is going to make us have some coffee. By the looks of things, Renee has made my breakfast and I'm going to turn off the camera and sit down and enjoy it.
Good morning. We are starting out this morning and I wanted to give you a clue as to where we were at yesterday. You can see those reddish tinted mountains there. That's where we were yesterday. It's really fun to look back and see where you've come from and all the distance you've covered. It's really quite amazing. This is an early view this morning. Pierre called it angelic.
Here we are, first border crossing down.
Check out the sign behind you too.
Yeah, and there we go. Just 985 miles to the Canadian border. Sorry, 958 miles to the Canadian border.
We are enjoying the scenery here coming into Oregon. Just had a snack. We're gonna try to do 25 miles today, so we got about almost 9 left. And it's 3 o'clock, so we anticipate getting into camp around 7. But this always makes a long day so worth it. This is Oregon, but you can still see Shasta. Hi all.
How you doing?
We're in our tent last night before we get to Ashland. We had a good day. It was a long day. We started about 7:30 this morning and got into camp about 7 o'clock tonight and did a total of just about 25 miles. But the trail was nice. We did have some climbing, but not nearly like what it was yesterday.
Yeah. So today we saw a Boy Scout troop where we had lunch. It was this lovely cabin. We got to the border. We signed the register, and then we came upon a gentleman, a young man named Adam, who was his first day out hiking the PCT. He was going to start at the Oregon border and go all the way to Canada.
And he told us that we were trail angels because he said he was having a really rough time getting started, and he, was contemplating turning back, and, he met us and we walked with him for several miles, at least until his campsite. And he said he felt much better and he was so happy to have met us. And for us too, talking with somebody, conversing certainly makes trail miles go a lot faster.
Yeah, the last 5 miles was definitely quicker than it would have been. And now we're in Oregon, and Oregon is beautiful. Lots of lovely trees so far. And we got a lovely campsite, which we'll show you in the morning.
And we're in our tent getting ready for bed, and we're going to listen to our book and get some shut-eye.
Take care.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? So we woke up again this morning to warm weather and sunshine. We had planned potentially to go into our, this wasn't going to be our Ashland day. And we discovered that we may have just a few more miles and may not be able to do that. But we'll find out. Give our host a call and see if she's able to or wants to, or what's most convenient for her. And then we'll kind of go from there. We got to be flexible. It's always hard. But we're looking in Oregon. We can still see Mount Shasta in the distance. I don't know if I can pan. Yep, there it is, right in back of me. She's just been our friend for a long time, but still beautiful to look at from all different angles. So we may go as little as 15 and as much as 24 today. We'll have to see. Water is definitely a bigger issue in Oregon, and so we'll play it by ear. Any comments? Pierre is behind me hiking?
Nope.
All right. We'll catch you later.
One of the special things about long distance trails is that strangers will leave you surprises known as trail magic. And so this is our first trail magic. We haven't opened the boxes yet.
I'll open the box for you.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in it.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a hiker log.
Hiker log.
A bunch of empty cans. And then
full cans.
Cans of Coke and Shasta and
Okay.
Sprite.
And then this one, s'more yummy. So we'll stop the camera, we'll sign the hiker log, and partake in some trail magic. 19.66 miles today. Last 4 miles carrying water because that's just the way it is. Here's our tent. We're not sleeping with a fly on tonight because it's going to be a star-filled night. This is Pilot Rock, and if we keep on panning over, we are looking again at Mount Shasta in the distance and the Oregon Valley in the distance. It's a pretty spectacular sight. We're pretty happy to sit down and have some dinner and enjoy the splendor.
So, just wanted to show you what my feet look like typically at the end of the day. Nice dusty trails. These are my legs all scraped up from various, bushwhacking, and there's Pierre's feet, which are nice and clean because he's got Gore-Tex lined shoes. I do not. Mine are dirty, so I have since there's no stream, we just use water and use the little wet wipe thingies and get them as clean as possible because I don't want to put these dirty feet into my clean bed sheet.
Well, and foot hygiene prevents blisters.
Yes, foot hygiene prevents blisters. So I will get at it. Morning.
Morning.
It's a town day.
Yay.
We're happy.
Well, it's a Trail Angel Day.
Yes. Well, Jamie and Beth, some friends, they used to live in Ashland, and they have some friends that they have here who are going to host us, like we talked about before. We had an extra day that we had to contend with, which is fine, but we've realized that 7 days out on the trail is a lot, and that's probably going to be our max. So we are so ready to be in town and take showers and so forth. But again, beautiful day. We're about ready to sit down and have our snack. Pierre's having a Pro Meal.
Pro Meal, Pro Bar.
And I'm having a Go Macro bar. And it'll give us enough energy to get us to lunch, at which time we'll be picked up. We decided that we'd have lunch beforehand so we didn't bombard her with, oh, we're hungry as soon as we get there. So,
although if they do offer us fruit or anything that's fresh, we're not going to say no.
No. But I'll turn the camera around and just let you see what we're looking at, the beautiful valley.